Welcome back, guys. Well, it's raining. It's very close to raining at the moment, and it's quite cold outside, and I couldn't be bothered going for a ride. So I'm going to show you the camera setup on the helmet, and pretty much everything I've done to achieve that, so to say. I'll give you all the settings, all my gimmicks, I guess you could call it. Yeah, so first off, let me turn this screen on because I can never see the screen. This is my helmet. It's got a Suomi TX Pro in carbon fiber, which I love. Definitely a very comfortable helmet. Love it really well. And I have the DJI Action Osmo 4 on the front. Now, I'm going to go from the very start of the build and kind of just go outwards. So, the very first part of this is the chin mount at the front. So, the chin mount I find is one of the, well, if not the best brand for mounting cameras on helmets. They just do so much better job at holding your camera on the helmet. I've had, the DJI mounts do okay, but they just don't do anywhere near as well as this. This is just so much more secure than anything else, so to say, and it doesn't wobble at all. Like it's solid, it's set. To mount one of these, you just remove the adhesive on the back, like remove the adhesive covering on the back, heat the adhesive up with like a hair dryer or a heat gun if you have one, and then just plonk it on there. Once it's straight, what I do is just balance it on the mount, so all the weight of the helmet is on the mount. Even put like books or something in here to push it down if you want, but I find that as it is, just resting like that, it's fine. It's good. You don't need like anything else. That's all you need, essentially. Also, I'm sorry I keep like moving the screen. The screen keeps turning off. So I need to figure out a way to not have that not happen. Working onto my actual mount, like adjusting lengths, you have just a stereotypical clip that goes into the chin mount. It just slots in from the top, and directly onto it is the DJI Action clamp, which the Action 4, which is this one, the one I use, just magnets to it, and it's got two tabs on the side that you squeeze and it locks it in, so it's not coming off. It doesn't want to come off when it's on. You have like two locks on either side, which are spring loaded, and this base plate is actually magnetic as well, so that just clips onto the bottom, which is rather neat. You get a bunch of other accessories. I'll just throw a bunch of stuff out here and explain like why I have it, how I got it, etc., etc. Because some of it's pretty useful. It's pretty, good to know if you want to make your own content in the future. So this is like just a protective case that goes around it. It goes in from the back, which is So just lay it in there. It wants to go in. There we go. And clip on the top. And it's a bit bulkier. I don't use the extra mount. It just adds weight, and it's really not heavy, but pain in the ass to get your camera out of, because you actually need to remove it to access the SD card. Difficult. So I don't really use this at all, unless I'm like not using it for motovlogging. I've got a different like adjusting links. But that one's the actual chin mount one. But I've got like different setups. So I have that one, got this one. I've got this link for. Oh, this can. It's a bit of a weird one. So it actually is meant to lock in like that to a mount, and then your 360 camera goes on there. So that one's for your 360 camera, but I don't use that on my chin. I use it on the back of the bike. You got like a 90-degree one, so you can mount it with different angles. You get basic. That's what the back of the chin mount looks like as well. You get basic clamps. You can put this on the tank or the. I see some people putting on their windscreen. I probably wouldn't do that because I use that to see. But yeah, that's the actual Osmo one that comes with it. Like clamps, so you can clamp it onto a, I don't know, your passenger peg if you want. You get more extra links. Now this is the stuff you get with the actual camera. I got no idea what this is at all, so piece of rubber for me. You get not a spare lens, but what it does is it's pretty much a lens like this, but without the protective glass. It's just a hole and plastic. So yeah, there's that. Again, there's this. I've got no idea what this is. They're just plastic circles. I've never used any of that, like ever. I've got a few micro SD cards in here, an adapter, whatever. They just sit. All of that just sits in my bag. I never use it. They're a little bit irrelevant to what I do. I'm sure in other cases they would have a purpose. But this is the DJI lav mic clip, which I use. Well, I don't use it, but I use the lav mic, which I'll show you later on. But this is like if you want to clip it onto your shirt. I had a mic black there. If I want to like clip it somewhere, that's what you'd use. But I don't. I actually have my mic in my cheek pad. So for the rest of the build, you know what, this is going to be so difficult to see because there's going to be like impossible to get a light in here. But you have an adapter to plug into the side of your camera. You just get this from DJI. It's pretty simple to find. And then your lav mic. So my lav mic goes through the bottom of my helmet like that. And this is going to be very awkward. Get out of here. Oh, no, we're going this way. Or we're going to stay right in the way. No, that one's going to be right in the way. Alright, so my lav mic is right there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me move this light. It's there. You can kind of see it in the cheek pad. But it kind of just hides there. So, yeah. I've got all the wiring tucked under this cheek pad. Under this one. Just tucked under there. Like coiled up and just pushed under there. And then I've got the head of the mic just sticking out right there. So, it's out of the way of, like, noise. Like wind noise and whatnot. And it's not too out of the way for your voice, so it's pretty good. I like it at least. Works for me. I mean, there is little bit of wind noise that gets through because I don't really use like a massive puffy wind suppressor wind muff thing. But it works for what I need. Now that's done. Well, this is, I use, are you gonna open? There we go. ND filters. So, you got 8, 16, and 32. I've only just started using these. like number 8 is the least tinted, where number 32 is the most. I've ever only used 8. On the ride today, I was going to use 8 again, but I can't be bothered. So I'm not going out and doing it. But they're like a push on. So this lens here, actually, mine's real bloody tight, actually unscrews, and you have your actual lens underneath, and you have your glass, like, protective lens here, and you got like a waterproof O-ring and everything on there. And the screen on my camera's turned off again, so I'm going to turn it back on. Please stop doing that. So yeah, that kind of screws on, and then these actually just push on, so they actually seal around the outside of the protective lens, and that lens is very dirty. It's still very dirty. I need like a perfect microfiber mini cloth to like keep all of this really clean, because it's never clean. Yeah. Now in terms of the camera settings, go ahead and turn this on. So that's turning on, and you can see me in there. Alright, I'm going to be looking at the camera as I do this. So my standard moto-vlogging settings, I'll have 4K. Oh my god, come on, please stop turning off. I need to look what I'm doing. I have 4K at 1690. I know I've got no SD card, I'm using it to record right now. So, yeah, 16:9, and for flip's sake.
C1.
Yes, please. There we go. So, 4K, 120 frames. Hang on a second.
C1, C2.
There we go. C2 is actually it. Sorry. No, it's not. Oh my god.
C1, C2, C3, C4.
I've got
C1,
so many.
C2,
Holy
C4,
crap.
Photo, video.
I don't even have it
Photo,
saved.
C5,
That's
C4,
crazy.
C1.
Alright, we're gonna do this as I speak, because that's crazy that I don't even have this, like, worked out. Alright, so 4K at 16:9, 60 frames a second with the basic Rocksteady. You've got off, Rocksteady, and Rocksteady Plus, and horizontal. Rocksteady zooms in too much. Sorry, Rocksteady Plus zooms in too much. Rocksteady is just a slight zoom in, and it is still nice, so keep it as that. And then exposure, I'm going to do auto, because it's just too much to comprehend. Like, you're going to be riding day and night, and you don't want to be changing it all the time. And for, we're going to be keeping the ISO at between 100 and 400. That's just what I use. White balance, like, I normally keep mine around 5,500 and 5,600, depending on when. And you can even go up to 5,800 if you feel like it. But between 55 and 57, you should be good. So I'm going to put mine at 57. Color, you can do D-Log or normal. I'm going to do normal because my color grading skills are not amazing. And then field of view, I'm going to do ultra wide. I always try to keep it ultra wide. Make sure you're in pro when you're doing this. With my microphone channel, try to have it in stereo, so it's with the mic, it's not going to change much, but it's more about having, I don't know, placebo almost. And then noise reduction, I just have it on standard. Yeah, that's pretty much the settings. And as I am talking about this, let's change this to C1, because that's the most common one for me. Yeah, save that C1, please. We're good. Cool. I've I have actually recently done an update. Like when I say an update, I have changed my everyday recording settings and like what I record at. So this is the new and improved one. You can see yourself. Probably not. But yeah, that's what I record at now. And yeah, that's pretty much the camera settings. I do have voice activation on there, but it doesn't work with a microphone, so I just don't use it. I have it on there. You can do like shut down, and it shuts down, which is pretty cool. You can just like take a video, take a photo, or whatever. But with a mic, that doesn't work. So I just don't use it. Don't do it. Don't use it. Got nothing to do with it. So in this state, you just grab the camera mount, camera assembly. I don't know what you want to call that. Plonk that on there. Make sure it's clipped in properly. You'll be able to see it because it's even across the two. And then it's a matter of just, bam, slotting it onto the helmet. Clips in and everything, which is good. You get your adapter. Bring this closer for you guys. You get your adapter, and it's just in the plugs into the charging port, as so. Bam, it's working. And then with the MD filters, you just grab the one you want. For me, it'll be 8, and there's no screw or thread on the back, so it's literally just a matter of grabbing it, try not to touch the lens, and just pushing it on like that. I mean, it's that simple. There's like, I was twisting it because I could see underneath the actual lens was moving, but it's that you just pull it off, push it on, which makes it's like really wigging me out. Like, oh, it's gonna fall off when I'm riding. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna fall off, and I'm never gonna find it again. I have to buy new ones. I haven't had one fall off yet, so it should be good. Should be good. I shouldn't have a problem at all with it. Yeah, that's the camera. That's the helmet setup. My 360, which I'm recording on now. I'm still tinkering with settings, trying to figure out exactly what is like a perfect overall for me. I mean, I've had this for a lot longer, so I've kind of gained an idea of what I want with it. Yeah, when I get an idea of what the 360 is, I'll make a video on that. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope that has given you guys an idea of what I use. Help yourselves maybe. It's a bit early for me to give a recommendation on the ND filters. I've only used them once. And I didn't have this camera settings dialed in yet, so it looked really blue, and I had to fix that in post. But yeah, for now it's all good. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry it's a short one, a bit of a basic one, but well, what can you do? It's cold and raining outside, and I can't be bothered going for a ride because it's raining and cold. So thank you guys for watching, and catch you in the next one. Ride safe, and see ya.